Right. The old hybrid, much more charger. I usually use it for 10 scale. Well, everywhere. But I mean, I got it specifically to run for 10 scale. It charges at 20 amps, and yeah, I can do two cars at once at Northwest Hobbies, but or two e-buggy batteries at once at 20 amps. That thing is killer. So I'm just doing my little receiver battery, and it shows you your cell count, like that. It's my little charging station. So hey, what's up, you guys? My name's Craig, coming at you from the high desert race scene here, Central Oregon. Heading out to the first race here next weekend up in Yakima, Washington. It's not raining today. Getting the truck packed right now. And yeah, just wanted to talk a little bit about yep, she's done. That off the fire here in a second. Yeah, at the beginning of every race season, man, it's just exciting, you know. Get your new bodies done and like that, and it's just fun, you know. So these are my 8 scale race cars for this year, 2022. So for this upcoming race in Yakima at the Playground RC Raceway, it's a Northwest Championship Tour Round 3. There's 6 rounds every year for the NCTs. The NCTs are rad series. It's been going on for a long time. So a lot of dudes will do every single race, all 6, man. So we got 3 tracks that are about 4 hours away from Central Oregon: Yakima, Pasco, and Walla Walla. So I've been to Pasco and Walla Walla already, along with some of our other guys. Walla Walla, and they're great places. They're tracks that have been there for a long time, so it's exciting to see a club maintained track, I guess is what you would call it. That's what Walla Walla was. That track had been there for a long time, and it was just cool to see that. I hope we can get something like that in our city at some point. So hopefully we can, if we just, you know, keep organizing and keep racing, keep racking up that gear. So I'm gonna run e-buggy and nitro buggy, and I don't know, some dudes might be wondering like what to get into for racing. Oh, here's my this is my RTR Kyosho e-buggy. So this we do have a track here in Lapine, Oregon, at the Roslyn Campground. It's a killer track. It's super fun. It's mostly for 10 scale. They concentrate on all the 10 scale classes down there. They have a bunch of classes, short course truck. So it's not like a real. It's a big track, but most of the things are just little small rollers that are for kind of smaller vehicles. But um, we do run e-buggy on that track, so this RTR has been awesome. I also ran that there before. So I use these Badlands at that track. It's really loose. It's pretty bumpy. It's killer. It's a lot of fun. It's just it's like it's just a very bumpy track, and so true off road. But as we kind of progress, I don't know, some people might want to try to get into this, and I just wanted to kind of talk about the benefits of just each class. I mean, nitro, electric, 10 scale, 8 scale. So, I mean, I'm going to be running buggy at this upcoming race, and I have ran truggy before. Um, I'm running buggy right now, so I can help another dude I'm going with in truggy, you know, pit for him and shit. And so I'm just gonna concentrate on buggy. And yeah, man, it's concentrating on buggy's been a lot of fun. Um, I I think it's really exciting to make it through a nitro race. You travel really far. So honestly, I think to really get a good race experience at one of these out of town events where you drive hours and hours, I think it's almost like a gamble if you're going to make it through your nitro class. You're pretty sure you'll make it through your e-buggy class, your electric classes. You're pretty sure your stuff will run there. It's those nitro classes that make it real exciting, that real on the edge. Oh, am I going to stay alive out there? Am I going to flame? Am I going to get help? You might have to lone wolf it at a race, or like, fuck, I'm going to find someone to help me pit. And like, you just go up there and just roll the dice, dude. And when a nitro class works out, man, you're just like, whoa, so stoked. So, I mean, both are fun. And it's, there's no way that you would get as much track time only doing nitro gas if you weren't also, like, you get way more track time when you run electric and nitro. That's the way I see it, at least. You just grab your e-buggy and you're out there, boom, done. Getting that track time. If you're really, trying to I have a lot of fun running the nitro buggy. It's super fun. But to get a shitload of track time, it just seemed logical to rack up an e-buggy, and it's worked out killer. E-buggy's a lot of fun too. This Kyosho MP10 e-buggy is fun as shit to drive. I'll just show something here in this thing. This is a really fun e-buggy. It's got these batteries on each side, and it just jumps really well. It handles really good, and it's so fun, so fun. I put this drywall tape inside these bodies here, courtesy of one of our club members. A little trick to that. Thank you, Bob. So if you're just getting into racing, I mean, you can pick up one of these things, an RTR e-buggy. They're about $500. The batteries can be about 120 more than a charger. I mean, you might be all in $700. It's not cheap, but it's good shit, and it will get you around the track for sure. Or you can just there's nitro kits available too. It just kind of depends on I don't know. I got into nitro by first getting these two-wheel drive Scorpions. They were just the first kits that I saw. These are two-wheel drive things, and it's been hard finding time to actually run those now that four-wheel drive 8 scale. These are 7 scale. These are kind of large scale. These simulate my 5th scales more than anything. There's my 10 scale cars right there. Carpet racers, a lot of fun. But everyone's always wondering like what to get into if you want to put your stuff down on a track. I mean, just get anything, man. Just anything. I mean, screw it. Just find out where the track is and see what dudes are running, and just see what you can do, really. But going out of town, at that point, you kind of really know what you want to run. You know what you want to concentrate on. I want to concentrate on becoming a better buggy driver. So when we run here in town locally, I try to just concentrate on running as much buggy as I can. Now, I do have a truck. It's fun as shit. The engine's out of it right now because I just have it packed up as a backup. I'm bringing 2 extra engines with me. So, but for some reason, I've just concentrated on running a lot of buggy. Other dudes like to run a lot of truck. And when you go to a race, it's killer if one guy runs this, another guy runs that, and everybody can just help each other. So you kind of crew up and just, I mean, especially if you're running nitro, you'll need help pitting and stuff. So if one guy runs buggy, another guy runs truck, you guys, you should just have it covered. So there's lots of racing everywhere. Here locally, down in La Pine, like I said, there's a track, and they run every Wednesday night. They run mostly 10 scale, and they do run 8 scale e-buggy. So it's just about spreading that stoke to get to put your models onto a racetrack, because you really just see kind of what they're capable of, and you're there with other people. You're running in a controlled environment. You know, like pretty much what your cars are going to do. You're not just running them wide open and then smashing into a curb or gribbling up into a tree or something. It's kind of in a controlled place, so it's just a lot of fun being on a track. So hopefully we can grow our track scene here in the area and just get more people involved in racing and just seeing what they want to run, what they like. You know, maybe some of the other people have a bunch of extra shit. They could help out someone new coming in. I have a lot of extra bits and stuff like that. And yeah, man, just really excited going to this year's first race. So, I was pulling the crankshaft clutch, the screw at the end of the crankshaft out of my 721 and broke the tip off. Oh shit. So my buddy Rob put it on his well, he milled it out of there. He's got milling and machining equipment, and he got that screw out of there for me. Oh my god, I would have been so bummed if I couldn't run my 721. It's killer. It's the buggy engine. I just got done kind of street testing it earlier. I just took my slicks off. But to get that crank out, I had to use my Huddy bearing puller. So I'd never used one of those before. So that was actually really cool. Completely disassembling the engine, pulling all the bearings out, everything. And I didn't have to get the crank out, but I still wanted to, just to clean it and just really look inside there. And I just got a killer run with it. Just tuning it on the pavement, just seeing what it did. I did the other engine too, the 723, my backup engine that I'll stick in here if I have to. But it was cool to use that bearing puller. I had it for like a year and just hadn't really got into my engines that much, to the point of pulling out the bearings, looking at them, and spraying the case out with carb cleaner, just getting everything really cleaned up. So that was cool. And this ran really good, so I'm pretty excited. I got good spinning dips there. I did every single bearing, all the fluids. This MP10 buggy should do pretty good, man. That's it, man. Before I start packing up, I always just like to talk a little bit and see what's up. And I'm excited to head to Yakima this year at the Playground Raceway. That's a new track that I haven't been to. Not sure what we'll be running for tires there. I just it looks like it's pretty loose dirt. I've seen some pictures of the other ones. I don't think it's a clay track like how Pasco was. At that track, I didn't know that I had to have these kind of tires, so I had to buy some there. These are clay tires, ellipses. But I don't think I'll need those on this run. So I have, just some different kind of dirt tires. So I'm just gonna bring, lots of different tires and just see what other dudes are running, and eventually, hopefully, something will work out. I'm sure it will. I just glued up these Hot Race Alaskas. I like the way they look. They just have an interesting pattern. They might work well on semi-loose to kind of, really packed in dirt, which hopefully that's what the track is. So I hope these do good and I don't have to take them off. Plus I like the green DE Racing rims that I did with those. So yeah, man, that's about it. Got my little race fleet there. I'll get back to running truck when I, get back from Yakima. Once we're here locally, I like to run truck here on our backyard tracks because everyone else runs truck. So the truck's waiting, it's waiting to rip. But just this time out, I won't be bringing the truck. But I'd like to think maybe at least one race this year I could enter Nitro truck. So I'd like to go to 3 races this year. 2 have already happened, and so we got round 3, 4, 5, and 6 coming. So I'd like to do this one in Yakima, Another one way the hell up in Burlington. I have a week off of work, so I think I can make it up there and take an extra day. That Monday, I can take a day off and just come back from that. That's way the hell up in Burlington. I might have to lone wolf that one. So, and then back to Walla Walla, where our NCT experience started in at the end of September. So I'd like to make it to that one too, maybe with some of the other crew as well. So it should be a good summer of racing, man. Just really stoked as these cars get racked up and the truck gets packed up, and we're coming in on it. So collected a lot of shit over the last few years, to just kind of be ready for all this stuff. Parts wall is just filled with shit. It's hard to see what you have when everything's in drawers. So it takes a few years to collect all the shit you need to do this. You don't just get it in one order from A-Main. I mean, you might get your platform and a battery, some stuff, but to really, I don't know, it just takes a couple years at least of collecting bits to just have a nice stockpile of shit to do this. So it takes some time, but once you go to a race and stuff and you survive, you just want to keep racking up more gear. It's such a fun deal. So hopefully the weather's good. We'll just be camping and yeah, head up right after route next Thursday. So peace out, you guys. Just kind of wanted to show the race fleet here for 2022. Kyosho MP10 as well as the MP9E. Kyosho's been good to me, so I'm gonna stick with it for this year at least. And yeah, we will see you guys at the track. Peace out.